Two Capitol police officers who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th are now suing the Trump administration over a $1.8 billion federal fund they say is designed to reward the very people who attacked them. According to Al Jazeera, Capitol police officers Harry Dunn and Daniel Hodges, both veterans of the January 6th Capitol attack, have filed a federal lawsuit against the Trump administration. At issue is what the administration has labeled an anti-weaponization fund, carrying a price tag of $1.8 billion. Dunn and Hodges allege the fund is likely to be used to compensate, or in their words, reward, individuals who participated in the Capitol riot. The suit represents a direct legal challenge to a significant federal spending mechanism, one that open-source analysts note is tied to the administration's broader anti-prosecution agenda surrounding January 6th. It is important to note this reporting comes from a single source, Al Jazeera, and no corroborating outlets had confirmed additional details at the time of this brief. The legal outcome remains to be seen, but the filing itself signals what Al Jazeera characterizes as growing institutional pushback from within law enforcement against the administration's clemency and compensation posture on January 6th related matters. Strategic assessment. First, the economic picture. The direct economic stakes here center on the allocation of $1.8 billion in federal discretionary funds. If the lawsuit succeeds in placing a legal hold on disbursements, it could delay or redirect a significant federal spending mechanism. Broader fiscal implications depend on how courts define the fund's permissible uses. A ruling could set precedent for how similar executive-designated funds are shielded from judicial oversight. No currency, commodity, or market effects are directly indicated by current reporting. On political stability, this lawsuit places the Trump administration in the politically uncomfortable position of being challenged not by political opponents, but by uniformed law enforcement officers who sustained injuries on January 6th. That framing carries considerable domestic resonance. If the case gains traction in federal court, it intensifies pressure on an administration already navigating contested narratives around the Capitol riot. It also risks widening a visible rift between the executive branch and portions of the federal law enforcement community, a constituency the administration has otherwise courted, and the wider geopolitical consequences. While this story is primarily a domestic legal and political matter, its geopolitical dimension lies in what it signals about the coherence and durability of U.S. institutional norms. Allied governments and strategic competitors alike monitor the trajectory of American rule of law debates closely. A prolonged legal battle over whether federal funds can be used to compensate participants in an attack on a co-equal branch of government sends a signal about democratic institutional resilience, or fragility. In the next 7 to 14 days, watch for additional law enforcement groups joining or responding to the suit, and for any judicial action on injunctive relief. The outcome of this suit will serve as an early stress test of whether federal courts can constrain executive discretion over politically sensitive spending. Stay with this channel for continuing analysis as the case develops, and if you find this kind of open-source intelligence briefing useful, consider subscribing. This brief is based on publicly available open-source information and is for educational and analytical purposes only.